Hello, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be doing our first episode of Let's Play Planet Coaster City Edition, because we're going to play with the city in the background. It looks cool. So we're just going to give this Planet Coaster series a try. Roller Coaster Tycoon is getting a little boring, and I think it's getting a little less popular in this community of people as this game has taken over the past few years. I've noticed people aren't really interested in Roller Coaster Tycoon as much, so we're going to give Planet Coaster a try. So this is kind of just an experimental episode slash season. We'll see how it goes, and if we do continue to do a lot more, then it'll just get better as it goes on. And the way I'm rarely particular about the way I build. I always start out by building, sort of a midway type area first. Don't have to make it super huge, or we can. I don't really care. We can make it nice and fat. And with this park, I think what we're going to do is kind of make it go up like that a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to have a nice wooden coaster like in front of the entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of just want to have like a nice area here with a coaster in it. That's kind of like at the front gate. I think that'd be really cool. So, back when I did the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 series, I did a few different ways of editing. I would either do like a time lapse while I built the coaster, or I would do a cut. Like I would just skip I would start building the coaster, and then it would just skip to where you see it built. I can do either of those. Let me know if you guys want a time lapse of it being built, or if you want like just to cut from the beginning to the end just like that, like just skip it completely and then you get to see the finished product right away. Or if you just want to sit and watch me build the whole thing, which we can, but we'll end up having a lot more episodes of this as a result of that, which is fine. It's just whatever you guys want. Alright, we're just going to kind of make like a GCI type thing. And I know that a lot of people have like methods to this game or whatever. I don't really know what those are. I just play it and have fun. So, if you don't like what I'm doing, sorry. Deal with it. Yeah, we can do this. It's not going to be a very large coaster by any means at all. We'll give it kind of a steep lift. Not that steep. We'll do 30 degrees. It's pretty steep for most wooden coasters. Here, actually what I want to do here is what I want to do. Make it turn at 60 degrees. And the lift will go that way at 40. I kind of want the drop to be like out here in front of the, like at the front, where people can see it. And this way we can also get a few more feet into the lift hill here. Probably. I mean, it's already a pretty good height, but you know, I just want it to fit nicely. It's always a little more difficult when you give yourself a spot to fit in like this. I mean, I don't have much to work with here, and I do like that challenge for sure. Okay, everybody, so I am almost done with the coaster here. I got the layout finished. I'm just smoothing it out, and we'll kind of go through the layout here, I guess, as we do it. So I'll start up here at the beginning. So we take a small left-hand turn out of the station, very simple. You go up into the lift hill. What a surprise, like every coaster does that. When you get to the top, you take a very gradual dip, kind of like your hurler at King's Dominion / Carowinds and such like that. And then you're going to go down this not really intense drop. And it's right in front of the front entrance, so it's really nice. And then you kind of glide up into this kind of not overbanked, just banked, really sharp banked turn, kind of low banked turn over this right by in front of the station. It's kind of like a station flyby. Then you kind of unbank a bit and get some laterals around this turn, kind of like you would on a GCI or CCI type coaster. And then you kind of just fly up into this. There'll be some airtime on this hill, but you are banking, so it'll be some sideways kind of lateral airtime. Then you kind of unbank from that direction, and then you twist to the left, and you'll be kind of gliding down here into another dip, which is banking to the left now with some good lateral G-forces. And this turn right here, I would say this is like a GCI turnaround, kinda. Not exactly, but similar to the forces, where you just kind of you're gonna get slammed to the right side of your seat. I think, yeah, you're gonna turn left, so you'll get slammed to the right, and you'll just kind of bank downwards and kind of dive back down towards the sky. Not sky, the ground. And there's a double up right here. You're gonna get slammed to the right again into his double up, and get a nice pop of airtime. Then right here, it's kind of like a small helix type thing. You just kind of pop up, get a little bit of airtime in the front of the car. The back of the car, you're gonna kind of whipped into this turn, and then you're gonna kind of come out of this turn and go into a double down. So you doubled up into here, and now we're doubling down out of here. And you are going to get the bank to the left a bit. So that's nice. And cool. I'm not going to depump that spot too much, because whenever you smooth stuff out in Planet Coaster, it tends to get rid of all your airtime. I don't want to do that. So definitely want to be careful with where we smooth stuff out at. And such like that. Then we kind of have an airtime hill right after that. Then it looks like you're going to go up into another one, but then all of a sudden you bank into another sharp low to the ground turn and go under the structure. And you come out into an airtime hill, which was decent, probably the most difficult thing on this whole ride to make, which this ride was not difficult at all. As you can see, I'm just playing with it right here, and it's already trying to get unpointy on me. I want it to be pointy. So I was trying to un-airtime hill itself. This spot right here keeps trying to go retarded on me here. There we go. And this is all not smooth at all right here, so I need to smooth this all out. This is all raw, fresh track right here. And then there's sort of an airtime moment here. And we're just going to smooth this turn out to the best we can. And this is now going under the lift hill structure into the final brake run, which I pre-built so that way I would know where to put it. And this is a block brake. I'm just going to use a block brake as the final brake run. We'll have another block here. And we're only going to run 2 trains on here. Oh shoot, it's not going to make it, is it? Yes, it will. Now it will. And then on this one, it'll brake at about 15 miles an hour. That seems pretty good to me. I'm gonna put wheels here to help push the coaster, because why not? And we can't really see them. I don't usually like using wheels like that. That's okay. So let's put this in block mode, pop another train on there. We'll run 2. We'll just use PTCs for now, unless I decide to do something else later, or if we want to update the ride. And let's take a ride before we name it. Let's see how it turns out. See if I need to make it faster or anything like that. Alright, here we are at the top. Taking that slow right turn. Gradually building up speed. You want to see the speed and the G-forces, it's on the right there. I think the speed looks fine the way it is. I think the speed's good where it is, actually, to be completely honest. Let's watch this other train go by. See how it looks. But I think that was honestly, like, the perfect speed throughout the layout. It looks so beautiful right there. This double up is awesome. And this double down gave really strong airtime, probably stronger than it should. But that's okay. I'll leave it that way. Lots of good laterals on this ride. It's honestly a pretty solid ride. It has a pretty basic layout, to be honest. And I kept the supports from looking ugly. I made them not like disappear on themselves, so that was nice. It was difficult to do sometimes. How does this turn look? Oh, that's awesome right there. That's perfect. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and do a time lapse again while I build this queue. And then I'll undo, and then I'll stop the time lapse when I'm done building it. But just hold on for 1 second. Okay, we have our queues and exits done. We have our queue and our fast lane queue. We have the coaster sitting here, and we're gonna put a few bathrooms in, and then we will at that point get the park opened up. So we'll go ahead and let this test run here. I don't know a good name for it yet. Actually, no, I do actually. We were playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 yesterday, and we had the name Concussion come up since we were doing in the COVID-19 park. Concussion. And you know what? Since Coronaland wasn't very good on the other park, we'll call this park Coronaland. Coronaland. Boom. We have Coronaland. I'm gonna save it real quick. 1 second. Okay, I just saved the game. We have Coronaland, and we have our new coaster, Concussion. Sweet. And there she goes. Bye! Such a beautiful coaster. Woo! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so now we need to get some shops and facilities built. And we'll do blueprint first. We'll see what kind of stuff we got. We need an information booth. For sure. Because that's how people will get their fast lanes. I'm gonna put that here. And then we need a bathroom. Bathrooms. Should fit nicely if we can somehow. Yes. Possibly Like, I'm trying to line it up with this over here. I don't know. We'll put them over here. There, we have bathrooms, and we'll edit that in a second. That's just two things we kind of need to, you know, have the park in general. And then, what else do we need? We need food. Food's important. Planet Coaster themed shops. We can definitely have some shops here. Right here at the front. Actually, no. No, we're not putting them at the front. We're putting them over here. We're going to want people to come to the back of the park as well at some point. So we should just start having stuff back here to be prepared. So we got all these things. Okay, and off screen, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hire a bunch of like workers. Since we're in Sandbox, I'm gonna give them all a pay raise to the highest pay they can. And then after that point, since they'll have their pay raise, they won't be going, "Oh, I'm quitting," and all that crap. I believe people are gonna start coming in now that we have food. Yep. So we'll go ahead and open up Concussion now that we have food places, and it is not testing too good actually. So I'm going to give it, I'm just going to crank the speed up a bit. Let's just crank that up to 11 there. We'll crank the chain lift up to 8. And I'll turn the friction down a whole nother point. And now let's watch it. Let's make sure it's not too dangerous. Make sure it's not too dangerous. Don't want it to get like an extreme thrill rating. Just want it to be a good classic, but in the 4 range is a little bit too low on the excitement there. Because once we have other rides, no one else will ride this. So let's see if I can fix that. Should be a pretty decent thrill, to be honest. 4.94. Got it a bit higher. I think once guests get on it, the thrill rating will go up a bit. So we'll just leave it the way it is right now and hope and pray that it gets better. Okay, and we're also going to do stations on the coasters in a different episode. I'm not going to do those right now because I don't feel like it. I mean, when do I ever feel like I'm lazy as heck? But that's okay. Let's get this built. Boom. We got snack stands back here. I'm gonna check how long I was recording for, and then I'll see from there if I want to keep building more or if I want to stop and do this in another episode. So I think since we already have a coaster and we have all of our food stalls, I will go ahead and off screen get all those workers hired, and I'll get their salaries and stuff, so that way they're not sitting here quitting while we're trying to actually play the game and build the parks, and that way we can actually focus on the coasters and stuff. And now that we have the general layout of this area to start with, we should be able to get a coaster, maybe even 2 in the next episode. My goal is to do at least a coaster per episode. But I have been recording this for about 50 minutes. Hopefully the video will only be about 20 or so. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode, and I'll start the next one right after. And we'll get that rolling. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions for coaster styles and names and themes, put them in the comments so I can definitely try to make those. I guess this is going to be called Coronaland, and we're going to try what we were doing on Roller Coaster Tycoon, but we're going to try it on here. So we need disease names, dysfunctions, conditions, viruses, anything. Like I know we had the flu flipper and the polio plunge and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'll go ahead and work on the theming on this in the next episode too. We'll decorate this ride a bit, make it more pretty. But for now, we'll just stop so that way this episode's not a million minutes long. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave your thoughts and suggestions. Try to be more excited in the next one. I was just trying to get focused on this one, so I think I'm a little more excited now that we have a park to work with. And I'll see you guys soon. Subscribe and stuff and like. Bye.